My dear students and honorable guardians of Fatima High School, I welcome you on behalf of the teachers and headmistress of Fatima High School. Dear students, today I will teach you English first paper. So before going to my lesson, I want to give my identity. I am Asim Mondal, Assistant Teacher English, Fatima High School, Khulna. Dear students and guardians, you know that our school authority is doing everything for the development of your daughters and sons. So, we are taking so many classes every day. We feel pleasure when some of the guardians phone us. Now, my dear students, I will go through my lesson. Today, I will teach you English first paper, English for today, unit number 5, lesson number 3. So, dear students, look at the picture. What do you see in the picture? Can you say who is this? Some of you can say, and some of you can't say. So, we can ask you, who is the lady in the picture and what is she famous for? Dear student, you will say, this is Helen Keller. This is Helen Keller. So, my dear students, today our lesson, Helen Keller. Helen Keller. Helen Keller. What is she? Can you say, and why is she so famous? She is famous because she has done a lot of things for the disabled people. So, dear students, before going to my lesson, there are some new vocabularies here. New vocabularies. First, we have humanitarian a person who makes people suffering less and develops their condition. Number 2, disabled. Here, unable. Incapable. Next, injured. Broken, damaged, harmed. Number 4, plantation. Cultivation. Number 5, suggest. Propose. Recommend. Advise. Last of all, director. Conductor. So, dear students, you have learned some new vocabularies such as humanitarian, a person who makes people suffering less and develops their condition; disabled, unable, or incapable; injured, broken, damaged, harmed; plantation, cultivation, suggest, propose, recommend, advise; director, conduct. So, dear students, I will read out the passage and everybody will hear this very attentively. Helen Keller was a great humanitarian. She deeply cared for the people who were sick and injured. These disabled people could not use a part of their body. In the first paragraph, we see that Helen Keller was very kind. She sacrificed her life for the blessing of disabled people. For this reason, she is called humanitarian. Helen worked these disabled people all through her life. Helen Keller was born in 1880 in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Her father was Captain Arthur Keller and mother Catherine Adams Keller. Her family was not rich and its main source of income was cotton plantation. So here we can know the birthplace of Helen. She was born in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Her father was Captain Arthur Keller and mother was Catherine Adam Keller. They are not rich at all. They have cotton plantation as their source of income. In the third paragraph, Helen was quite healthy when she was born, but 1882 she had a high fever and she became blind, deaf and dumb. At that time, her father was a newspaper editor. He told Alexander Graham Bell about Helen. Bell, the inventor of telephone, was working with deaf children that time. Later, Bell met Helen and her parents. He suggested Parkin School for the Blind in Boston for Helen. So, this is a very important para of this lesson. Helen Keller was born as an ordinary baby, but it's a matter of sorrow. When she was 2 years old, she had a high fever. For this reason, she became blind, deaf, and dumb. Her father was a newspaper editor, so he told this problem with Alexander Graham Bell. At that time, he was the inventor of telephone. Graham Bell advised him and told him to send her daughter to Parkin School for the Blind in Boston for her daughter. Arthur Keller went to the director of the school, Michael Anagonas. Mr. Anagonas sent one of his best students called Annie Sullivan to help Helen. In 1887, Annie greatly helped Helen to communicate. Here we can say that being a able-bodied, disabled person, Helen tried her best for receiving education. This is a very important matter in this passage. Actually, our students are not interested to go to school. They have no problem at all. But being deaf, blind and dumb, Helen tried her best to receive education. So, I welcome Helen and her father as well as her family. So, this is the lesson, my dear students. You have learned a lot of things from Helen Keller. Now, dear students, here there are some false and correct statement. If false, correct, we have to correct the information or the statement. First, Helen always helped the suffering people. We can say that Helen Keller was a humanitarian. So for this reason we can say this statement is true. She came from a rich family. So we can say this statement is not true. We can say in correct answer, she came from a middle class family. In the third number, she was born blind, deaf and dumb. It is a false statement. In correct statement, we can say she was not born blind, deaf and dumb. Number 4, Alexander Graham Bell was both an inventor and a social worker. Is it correct or not? It is a correct answer because all the inventors are related to the general people, and the inventor always tries to remove the sufferings or distress of human beings. So it is a correct statement. We can say Annie Sullivan was a great teacher of Helen Keller. It is also a correct statement. So my dear students, number E choose the best answer. Helen Keller worked for a women's right, B, disabled people, poor people, disabled people. Number 2, Alexander Graham Bell invented, number A, the mobile phone, the internet, and last of all, the telephone. Answer, the telephone. Bell also worked for the people who could not see, hear, speak. Here, correct answer, number B here. So, dear students, you have learned a lot of things from Helen Keller. Now, I want to give you homeworks. So, dear students, you will write down your home task or homework. Homework. Write a paragraph on Helen Keller. By answering the following question. First, who was Helen Keller? Number two, why is she so famous? What do you know about her family? Number D, what did Bell advise to her father? Number E, who helped Helen to communicate? There are 5 questions, my dear students. First, who was Helen Keller? Why is she so famous? What do you know about her family? What did Bell advise to her father? Who helped Helen to communicate? So, dear students, today I am going to declare the end of this class. So, dear students, I welcome you to see for my next class. Thank you.